Communication apprehension is defined as an individual's level of fear or anxiety associated with either real or anticipated communication with another person or persons. The two types of communication apprehension we talked about in class included audience-based and situation-based. I am going to introduce a new type called context-based. I will define each of these and give ways to overcome each. Audience-based communication apprehension is just what it sounds like, becoming fearful of communication because of who is listening or watching. I think the most common people to cause this would be peers and people of authority like a boss or professor. Audience-based communication apprehension can affect a presentation. It may cause a person to stutter, speak quickly, or avoid eye contact. The best way to prevent audience-based communication apprehension is to desensitize yourself. You could construct an anxiety hierarchy, which is a series of graduated anxiety-arousing stimuli or situations, centering on a specific source of anxiety for an individual. For example, an anxiety hierarchy for speaking to a professor might look like this. Start by saying hi to your professor in the hallway. Then try talking to them in his or her office about a neutral situation. After that, try answering their questions when asked in class. And finally, talk to them about a bad situation. Talking to a professor about a bad situation also ties into situational communication anxiety. Situation-based communication apprehension is a short-lived anxiety that occurs during a specific encounter, including interviews or speaking to a significant other about a situation. A couple of characteristics of this type of communication apprehension might include fearing evaluation and using negative self-talk. It could take only one bad experience to cause someone to have situational communication anxiety. I experienced situational communication anxiety when I had to call my mom to tell her I crashed my car. This type of communication apprehension could also include asking a parent for money. One way to overcome this kind of communication apprehension is by restructuring your fears. This can be done by asking yourself, what's the worst that can happen? This can help you realize that you have been exaggerating your fear. Realizing that one mistake is not going to ruin your life or health can be extremely beneficial when trying to overcome situation-based or any other type of communication apprehension. You can also visualize yourself doing well. This can help you overcome any fear you might have. The final type of communication apprehension is context-based, which is when a person is anxious whenever he or she has to speak in a particular setting. Examples of this could include speaking, meetings, group discussions, or one-on-one conversations. These can vary from person to person. Someone might be able to speak in front of hundreds of people, but might get nervous in a one-on-one situation. One way to overcome this is relaxing your nerves. This could include breathing deeply when you feel anxious. Deep breathing can be good to self-calm and help replace oxygen you may be missing. Some people have a calming mantra they repeat in their head to calm themselves. Self-relaxation will also vary from person to person. Everyone deals with stressful situations in their own way. Each method listed in this presentation can be interchanged with each other. Now that you know the different types of communication apprehension, I believe you now have the skills to figure out your own type of communication apprehension and handle it appropriately.